Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Craft the World. And on this episode, we are going to be continuing where we left off. You can see my guys down here just beating on one of these little worms. They're more of a nuisance than anything else at this point. When you first came across them on the very first level, they were actually, kind of a cool enemy. I was excited to see them, first enemy you really come across, or at least that's what I thought they were as an enemy. But now, after it's been for so long playing this, it really doesn't feel like an enemy. They're just creatures that get in the way, and your dwarves kill them off so easily. Compared to everything else in this game, they really just are a minor thing. But it's cool because it's like you got to that point, like you've been playing for a while. They no longer, like the enemies you used to be afraid of are nothing to you now. And not just because you got the armor, but because you got the skill, because you got the knowledge of what this game has to offer and what's going to come and what's not. And we're pretty close to the end. We're actually, we're killing all the guardians, but they don't have another level yet. So at some point when they come out with it, obviously we can go and progress with that. But until they do, we're going to be kind of left with just doing like sandbox and things of that sort. Now, we do have a wave incoming in about 11 minutes. You can see up here. We have our towers down, our Tesla towers. We only put one down each on these squares because, again, I'm not sure if they're going to be able to fire from underneath themselves. And if they can't, we're going to have to do something drastic here, guys. We might have to destroy these blocks and just pick up the pieces as much as we get. You don't get the entire item back, so there's going to be a little bit of loss there. But I'm willing to accept that. It's unfortunately, because I've never sat there and tried doing it, I could actually make it a little bit cheaper and build the archer towers. They're just made out of wood, and I believe rope and maybe a bit of iron or something like that, but it's really cheap in comparison. So I could have done that and see if they could fire, or at least see if the towers around them could fire through them. But that's not a guarantee because they are two very different towers and they fire in different ways. So there might be, even if they're able to be fired through, because the archer tower, it doesn't fire in that order, in that direction. It doesn't fire down right underneath it, whereas the Tesla tower seems to be able to do just that. So even if the other towers were able to fire through it, it wouldn't let you know if it would fire through itself. And so at some point, you just kind of have to take that leap and try it out. That's really what the sandbox is for, because that's a place where you can kind of just experiment. When you're going through the actual levels, if you make a mistake, well, now you can recover from it because you can actually make those materials yourself with the transmuting ability. But before that, man, if you made a mistake, that was pretty much it, right? You were just going to get to a point where you were going to have to throw dwarf after dwarf after dwarf at it with no armor or something, like whatever the case may be. Or you just don't have the materials to do it, so you have to make, the cheaper version of it again and again and again. I mean, there's usually at least one item for every skill tree level that you have that uses the base materials like wood. I can't really think of very many of them that have materials that you can't make. Coal is something that you were able to make for a while now. They gave you that ability a while back. Oh, we got some enemies coming. Let's see. We still have 9 minutes left, so you know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to actually send my dwarves up here to the top. We still have that guardian. I'm aware of that, but I'm going to send my guys up here. And we're going to chop some trees down. There's a little bit more water over there. I wish I could kind of go over there. Let's see. Is there any water over here? None over here. And there's no trees over here. I don't want to waste the portal on that. So let's see. I guess we'll go where the trees are. And it looks like there's a massive amount right there. There's a good amount over here. It's a little bit bigger of an area. I think both these are going to be good. Yeah, so we're going to come over here first. And we'll probably chop multiple areas down because we do got 8 minutes. And they can chop pretty fast. They got some pretty good materials. Now, none of them have the mithril pickaxe or axe. So if they had that, geez, man, like 1 or 2 hits on this, if even that, it might just be like they walk up to it and look at it and this stuff falls down. Of course, I'm exaggerating, but they're pretty good. They're really nice weapons to have, or tools, I should say, to have. They can double as a weapon itself, so they do have damage on them. And depending on whether you've actually been upgrading your weapons or not, which really hasn't been a thing on the other levels, like the previous 3 levels have progressively got harder each time you've gone to the next one, but you could still get by with giving them you know, like iron weapons, and that's it. Like you can go to that point, and your guys will be fine all the way to the end. You'll still be able to defeat guardians. Their skill will get better, and that will kind of pick up the slack. Plus, you know, once you get healing potions and you have a lot of them, you're able to use those. You're also able to use your magic powers. You can just sit there and throw fireball after fireball after fireball at the guardians, and eventually you will kill them that way. It's going to take you forever, but if you're fine playing, you know, a more slow, almost turtle-like playthrough, then that's definitely something you can do, and there's nothing wrong with that, because I've been, you know, pretty much every game that I've played like this, that is usually how I will go about it. I'm usually not nearly as aggressive playing these games as I have been on this playthrough, and the reason behind it is this game is just so much fun. It lends itself to that style of gameplay so easily. Let's see, can I not put that down? Okay, well, they're gonna have to jump for it. Let's put some scaffolding there. It's gonna slow them down, but there's still a lot up here for them to take back. I was thinking I'll use the minions, but you know, there's just a lot of it, and the minions would take forever. And you got to remember that when the minions are coming over here to pick it up, holy crap, what are all these ladders? Jeez, man, why would they build these ladders? I don't know, guys. That's kind of nuts. We might actually continue that up so my guys can get right here. Holy, that would be awesome. That is not a far stretch. In fact, we might use some of this wood to do just that. Now, the problem with my ladders versus their ladders is I believe my ladders have to have a back for me to put it on. It can't just be, you know, in the open like they do theirs. So, yeah, we can do that. I like that idea, because if my guys can get up here without using portals, then I'll be more inclined to come up here more often. It may take them a little bit longer to get back, and they have to go through stuff, but I mean, we could easily do that. In fact, if we're gonna do that, maybe I'll just connect it. Oh yeah, guys, I'm just gonna connect it with dirt. That's gonna be cool. Okay, so you guys are still stuck up here. You want me to use another portal? Fine, I'll use some more magic, but that's the last time, guys. Maybe not. There's a tree. Well, at least I'm gonna get my powers worth out of this over here. So what I am going to do, guys, it may sound a little nuts, but I am going to build up from this location over here. Actually, we'll start right there, and I'm gonna do it with my own guy. I'm gonna take over one of these dwarves. Let's see, control, and we're gonna go over there and build it, because if we let them do that, it's gonna take them forever, and I kind of want to get this at least partly done before the wave gets here in about 5 minutes. So we'll see how much we can get done, but it's gonna be a step so that they can kind of jump their way up there, which they seem to be fine doing. They don't really take too much damage doing it that way. I'm gonna have to do a front and a back. I shouldn't have to run out of dirt. I mean, yeah, it's just from the very beginning of the game, you're constantly picking that stuff up, and it's everywhere. Like, there's only so many materials that I've seen kind of run out, and stone was never one of them until recently. So maybe they will come out with a level that doesn't have a lot of dirt, and you'll be just, you know, shocked at how many things you actually need dirt for, and you might actually be forced to use other materials. So if they're, you know, out there listening and they're coming out with a new level, I would love to see something else. Maybe not a replacement to dirt, but like make it stone. You know, make a whole level that's based out of a mountain. Like you could have done that with this one, to be honest, because you're in a cave. So it could have been, you know, primarily stone or some kind of like granite, or, you know, just something that was a lot stronger than dirt because you're so far down. But, you know, dirt's fine too, and it's just, at some point, you do want to try new things out. How far? Because I can't really zoom out, can I? We might have to, like, level it out a little bit, because it might be going too steep. But, again, that's not too bad of a thing. This is also going to help me when I put, you know, some kind of little area down there to collect the water. Because whenever it rains, and this is able to catch any of it, it's gonna be able to not filter, but like just cascade it down in this direction all the way down at the very bottom. So if you need water and you're just not getting enough, you can do this over the course of the entire map, make this giant V shape, and at the center, all the water that falls will, you know, collect down there, and you'll actually be able to harvest a lot more of it. Now, when you're doing it, remember, water, for some reason, doesn't do very well when it's left out in an area that's too wide for it. So you want to start small. The base of it needs to be like 1 square wide, and then the second one could be a little bit bigger if you really wanted to. But if you're constantly seeing that the levels aren't rising anymore, try lowering or shrinking the length of it on the last surface, or the closest surface to you, because that's going to help you out. It's going to allow the water to stay a little bit easier. You'll see that there's very, very few like lakes or little tiny oceans, I guess you can call them, because some of them are quite big, you know, on the map. But those are very, very far and few in between. And once you start draining them, they don't really recover very well. Like, they're not getting enough water. So that was water that was, you know, put there, and because it's in the quantity that it is, it's able to stay a little bit longer. But it's not something that you can try to reproduce very easily unless you can control the water. The very first level, if you guys remember, it rained all the time there. So that would be a level that if you really want to experiment with, you know, how the water works and what you can do with it, then that would be the level to do it on. And that's kind of why I like the way they've progressed this, is that every step of the way, it's kind of taught you a different lesson with a different resource, rather than just always giving you the same thing and having you just do it again and again and again, which, you know, is still highly enjoyable in its own right. But it's nice to get a little difference, you know, a little change here and there, because it does give you a different feel. So I am going to put these things down, even though I said I was going to use a few less of them. I'm going to put them down over here on these things, mainly because I don't know what's going to be coming down this way, and I want to make sure. What is right there? Oh, there's one of those little hives. Maybe I won't put these things down so close. Maybe I'll put them. Yeah, I do want one every so often though, but I'm going to leave a nice little gap in there so that trees can build, and we might be able to chop some of those down. So yeah, let's do this, and I think we're gonna just do a few. That way they take some damage before they get here. Let's get rid of this ladder. Actually, let's leave the ladder there. Let's see how they use that, because I'm interested. If they can use that ladder to get up a little bit easier than they do over here on the side, then we might have to put a ladder every so often. But I don't think they have to have that. I think they still. Actually, yeah, I think the jump is faster. So let's get rid of that ladder. And he's going to get some experience here. Maybe we can use this as an experience farm. They can come over here every so often and kill one of these things, because this little thing right here will spawn them periodically. So that's kind of cool. I like that. We might be able to get a few more. Actually, I've never seen one spawn over here next to my base. So there might be a limit of how close they can go, or the height that they can do it at. So that might be a thing. But we get some more eggs and some more feathers. We don't really use eggs that much. To use them, as you can see right before the wave gets here. 1 second. I know you guys are waiting to see that. You'll see right here, you can have them eat the eggs, or you can make like a stew. Actually, that one doesn't do it. Where's the fried eggs? But it takes the coal to do it, and you don't necessarily always have an overabundance of that. But because we can actually make coal now, that's something you could definitely do. Earth, again, is something you have plenty of, and wood is renewable, so you can just do that to your heart's content if you really want to. Okay, so where's this portal opening up? Up here. Yeah, see this little area right here? This one has actually filled up with water before, but it's very rare because it's so big. So if I dug down a little bit more, I could make one right here, and it might just go in there a little bit more often. But that's hard to do and gauge whether it's going to work or not. They're building these ladders everywhere. I don't know if they're trying not to use their parachutes, or if they're just confused and they're throwing those things down. So yeah, I don't know what's going on there. These guys are still walking over. Oh, look at there. Why did they go this way instead of this way? They could fall down and walk all the way down. Maybe they know, or maybe they just want to get as close as possible. Okay, so we got one stuck in the cage. Let's see, they're firing through. Oh, they are. Oh yes, he fired right through it. Oh yes. Yes, I'm going to replace these torches right here and go 2 on each, maybe even 3. I might go 3 because we do have the light here, and these things give off light themselves, so that should be fine. Let's see, guys. Don't die over here. I don't want any more dying. I do like how they're fighting over here already. I didn't even have to tell them to do it. Oh, yes. This is going to be nice. Once I get those towers up, everything is going to be like on automatic up here. I don't think I'll even have to send my guys here. But I do like how they can kind of come up here and fight. They're not taking too much damage, but they're building up their skill. And before we get any further in that, guys, let me check just to make sure that they all have their skill that they're using. Or, yeah, see, these guys are going up like crazy. He needs better weapons. I mean, we just got to get some of these guys better weapons. But until they do, warrior, okay, yeah, we got archer 24. Okay, so he is going up. So apparently that is the skill to use for these weapons, guys. Mage, yeah, you're fine. Archer, barely. I mean, I don't know where you're at, but you need to get your butt over here. 20, that's nice. Jeez, maybe we can get these guys up to 100. What do you think? I'm hoping we can, because that will be interesting. Okay, so everybody has one. We're set on that one. We don't really have to worry about that anymore. Okay, guys, get over here. Why are you running? Are you guys hurt? Oh, he might actually be hurt. Yeah, because he was taking on all these guys. Holy crap. Holy crap. Where were these guys? Oh, my God. Check it out, guys. Jeez. No. These guys are getting hurt. Get my guys up here. I don't care where you're at. Get your butt to these towers and protect them, because they're about to die. Come on, kill these little dudes. Kill them. There we go. Kill them. Kill them. No. Don't destroy my towers. I can't afford it. Oh, jeez. Come on, this one guy right here. This one guy is going to undermine the entire thing. He was taking out the flooring right there. And if they take out the flooring, the whole thing collapses. So, yeah, we cannot afford to let that happen. Oh, jeez. They actually made it inside. Oh, it's because of the scaffolding. Yeah, I need to take that scaffolding down. And I will, but I had it for now because they were doing work over here and I completely forgot to take that down. And since the fight is already over, I'm going to leave it there. I don't think the beholders can use it, can they? Oh, they can. Okay, so we'll take that down just in case. And they can go and get stuck down here and my guys can still fight. Okay, so they're still getting their skill. None of them have died. Oh, there they are, the ranger. I love the fact they can sit over here in a pile and just blow the crap out of these things. Look at that, guys. That is beautiful right there. And it's hard to keep up with what's actually going on because you got lasers coming from up here, or actually lightning or electricity coming from up here. You have their magical whatever that is, whether it's like an ice spell or an electricity spell. They never really specify, do they? I don't think I've ever really looked at that. Let's see. Go in there real quick and see if it says what kind they're actually using. No, it just says increases their magical spells. So, yeah, it's a spell of some sort. They just maybe at some point they will change that up and give you a different graphic. They might decide to give you you know, fire every so often, so it shoots firebolts off. I do believe you can get something in your crafting that does just that, but I haven't really messed around with that too much, to be honest, guys. It's not. It really hasn't been my thing with the spells. Some of them are really cool, and some of them are incredibly costly. You know, the one that destroys the ground is a really cool one to have, but it takes a lot of power. And the portal one is so nice. Holy crap! And this guy's just sitting over here. He's going to attack my guys the moment they get close enough. So he might be a tough little dude because there's not going to be anything in his way to stop him. I wonder why he's not moving right now. He must just be bugged. He's just hanging out with his friends. He thinks they are held up for some reason. He doesn't want to pass them by in the little list of you know, the way their formation is, or maybe he actually is stuck on something and I just don't see it because he's not moving. The moment we hit him, that will be the tail. Yeah, see, he's fighting back. But he's still not moving. Holy crap, he's... Dang, man, did you see that? They just went right through him like he was made out of paper. Wow. Wow, those skills are crazy. Did I lose a guy? Oh, I did lose a guy. No. What? Ah, that sucks. That sucks. I didn't even see that happening with everything that was going on in that battle. I didn't even notice I lost somebody. Okay, well, we're going to have to give him his skill books and all that stuff, but man, I can't believe I lost somebody. That just unbelievable. I just boggles my mind that still happens compared to just how, you know, unbelievably uber these guys are right now. They're really kicking some serious butt, and then something like that happens. Okay, so we're going to put some more scaffolding down, and we're also going to come up here and take these lights down, remove these torches. We'll do one at a time because what we really... Oh, they destroyed a tower too. Dang it. Dang it, guys. Jeez. Okay, well, we're going to build some more towers. Let's see. What do we need on this one? Where is my Tesla tower? Is it under this one? There it is. Okay, so we have everything we need to build one more. We need more gold, and we need more silver. Well, I don't think we have any gold pieces and silver. We can make a few. So let's make, we'll make 8 of those just in case. I think that's going to be more than enough. We need gold more than anything else. So we're going to have to go looking for some gold on this one. Actually, we'll hang on to that one, and we'll take this one down for now. And this is where I'll put the tower when it's done. So let's see. We're going to head on down a little bit further. I think they're good on the food. Let's look at the food before we get involved in doing something else that we might be gone for a while. So let's give them all food. They're actually running out of decent food. They're all the tables are the exact same now. So let's make some beer. And you know, you can get distracted like this so easy, but we got to get some food for these guys because they're going to be out here pretty soon, and we're not going to like the results on that one. They're going to be hungry. So let's get some beer going. They're going to go faster. They're going to make everything better for us. Let's see, what do we need for that? We're going to need wood because you're going to need the barrels. I think we have a little bit of that hanging on. We don't have any water, and that's always the thing that hangs us up, man, is the water. I think we came in here and we were getting some of this. Oh, guys, come over here and get some water while it's still here. It's going to go away pretty quick. Crap. Get one of my guys over here and dig a hole. All that water can go into that. Jeez, guys, get your butt up here. Where are you at? I'll do it myself. Here we go. Select dwarf. Take control. Let me dig this hole right here. There we go. Now, can we get the water? Yes, we can. How about this water? Yep. There. We get as much as possible because this will not last long. I mean, sometimes you'll come up here and before your guys even get here, all the water's gone. So, yeah, like 10, 15 seconds sometimes. Although it seems to be... Oh, no. Jeez. Yep, that's all gone. And this one disappeared as quickly. Jeez. So let's come down here and get that. If he will... There he goes. Now, we're actually going to have to fix that. We're going to have to repair that little block right there. And the main reason for doing that would be the fact that it's going to be too much of a tempting target. Like, this is where they're after. This is the piece that they're looking for. And if they're right here, if they fall into this, they're just going to dig down. Even if I made that 2, I think 3 would be the... I don't think I can go down 3. I think 2 would probably be the max. Even if I went down 2, I think that would be just too big of a tempting target for him. So let's fill that in. We got our other dwarf. He's back by now. So let's go ahead and see what he is. Maybe he might already be something we want. Okay, carpenter, that's not too bad. What did we lose there? Okay, we have the heavy bow, which is a really good weapon. So I think we're going to give him that one. And it's nice to have a few more people who are ranged because they're ones who are usually going to die less. Not always, but usually, because they're in the back. They can kind of sit back there. So we got a cave goblin pickaxe, which I think was better than anything we had, right? Mining 50? Silver? Mining 80. Okay, so we do have better than that. We'll give him that one. Let's see, what does he have for equipment? Gold's not bad. It's better than some people's. Mithril, definitely. Oh, why do we have so many mithril boots that we haven't put on yet? We need to fix that. And the Chinton helmet, I think, is going to be the best. Armor 7. Rusty, I think, is 3. Yeah, I thought it was 5, but that's even worse. So we'll give him that. Let's see, what do you need? You need ranged, so we're going to give you that. We're also going to give you the skill while you're here. Mining, do we have some of those? Yes, we do. Okay, so mithril booties all around, everybody concerned, as many as we can put on. So you're getting a big upgrade, dude. You're getting nice boots from that one. Let's see. Oh, you too. Holy crap, man. You're pretty far back in the design phase right there. Let's see. What about you? You're going to get gold. That should help out a little bit. Mithril already. Mithril. Wow. Holy crap. Why are you still using those, man? Jeez. What, like, some of these guys are just really behind. Let's make sure nobody can use the still. Yep, somebody can use it. It's nuts that some people are still using that stuff. Leather is no. Leather is a no on that one. That's 5. So let's give you this at least. Jeez, man. How far back? There's still people using leather? Oh, I need to upgrade these guys so much. Chinton right there. Gold. Okay, so yeah, you guys are all set for now. Man, that just boggles my mind right there. Okay, so you guys still need to come down here and get the wheat. Let's go ahead and replant that before we forget. Like I said, easy to do. when you got so many things being juggled. Actually, let's see. Wheat. Where are the seeds? Is it flour? When you make flour? I forgot how to do it because it's been so long since I've done it. Let's see. Let me see if I can figure this out, guys. There it is, seeds. Okay. We're going to make a few more of these so we can replant the ones that we took down. And that way we always have more wheat than we really need. So now we got that. We got some water. Let's go ahead and start making the barrels. We're out of wood. Dang, man. We just went back and got more wood. Okay, so, wow. It's a vicious cycle. You got to do it every so often. I don't mind stopping and doing this stuff. It'd be cool to make it automated. Or at least get them to... I guess the skill is where you would take that into account, where they can chop things down faster and do that kind of stuff a little quicker, but not by much. Like, it really doesn't cut off that much time, not like the fighting does. And why did you guys put that there? I'm going to leave it, because again, it might get us up here, which is a nice... Actually, man, they give you such good ideas. Like, right there, that's all you need to do. A few more ladders, and you're right up here where you can start harvesting this stuff without any portals. What about over here? Oh, that's a lot of water. That is a lot of water, which we cannot pass up. Ah, crap. That's not what I wanted to do. 2 portals for nothing but water? There is no trees up here. There is absolutely nothing up here to come up here for. You know what I might do is I might make these a little deeper, because it seems like these fill up pretty quickly. And if they're a little deeper, maybe they'll fill up a little bit more, especially this one right here. And none of my guys want to come up here. I guess it's a good thing I put 2 portals down so that at least somebody uses it. Because it does seem like they're gonna fight that guy. Good experience, though. I like the fact that my guys are getting better in their skill. Holy crap, another one over here. Let's fill this with a brick or a stone to make sure that doesn't go anywhere. We're going to come over here and put a portal down right here. Not enough power. Oh, man, we don't have enough power? Jeez, we're back to that again. I've been using way too much of it, I guess. Let's see, can we get this before it disappears as well? Maybe, if we're lucky. And he needs to put down a second one. Okay, so this should fill up pretty nicely. It does seem to rain quite a bit. And since it rains right there on that edge, it's still going to rain down here. So I could dig maybe a hole right here where it could fill up with that water. And that will be another place. Dang, man, that grew really quick. But yeah, that would be another place where I can get more water. I wish I had done this earlier in the game. Put these little divots in, because that does seem to work rather well for collecting stuff. So let's put these things down as well, because we have the portals, so we got the time, but I want to make sure that this can collect water too. Although it doesn't really rain on this side very much, or ever really. I don't think I've ever seen that. So these might be worthless, but why not? It doesn't hurt anything, and they didn't get to that in time, did they? Dang it! Even in that little hole, it still didn't last. That is nuts. Okay, so you guys are fine up here. We have how much longer on? 10 seconds till I can get to do another portal? That should be good. And I think, guys, we're going to go ahead and end the episode here. If you do enjoy these videos, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. Definitely helps grow the channel, and I greatly appreciate it. I also love to hear your comments. I want to know what you guys have done in the past, what you plan on doing with your gameplay. What level are you guys on? And are you guys looking forward to the next expansion where they add another level? And what do you think that might be? Have you heard any rumors? Because I've heard a few, but, they're just rumors at the moment, so there's no guarantee it's going to be anything. And you guys are going to drive me nuts. Let's see. Jeez. And more people are going to come up here. Fine. There's no way they're all getting back in 4 seconds, so I'm going to have to put another portal down. You might as well kill something while you're here, because you're But again, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time.